In this tutorial video for NativeShot 1.8, I am going to show you the demonstration of these shortcuts right here. So let's start with the first one. Okay, Alt-C is for copy an element. So let's draw a rectangle here. Now, if I want to copy that, I'm going to press Alt and C. Okay, it was now copied. Now, the second guy says Alt-V, paste the element. So I am here, I'm going to do Alt-V, and that's an exact copy of that. And if I want to move it around, I have to use the tool for that kind of element. Let's paste another one here. Cool. Now, let's see what the third element says. The third says the scroll wheel with zoom view enabled. So let's press Z, or let's just click here to enable the zoom view. Now, I want to change the zoom view, so I'm going to, the level. So see this 800%? Let's increase that. I'm going to scroll up, and it's going to 100 or 1,000, 1,300, 1,700, 2,000, 24, 25, 26, up to a max of 32. So you could scroll the mouse wheel at any time while you're doing a action or anything. Okay, so now the next one is arrow keys. Let's select a shape or anything really, and move the selection by 1 pixel. So I'm pressing the left arrow key. You see it moves a little bit, the right, up, down. Now the next guy says, let's hold the shift key, and that'll move it by 10 pixels. So let's select this guy. Now I'm going to hold the shift key and then use the arrow keys. So that's moving by more, 10 pixels at a time. The next one is changing the size. So now I'm going to hold down the Alt key and then press the up arrow. You see it's getting taller by 1 pixel. If I press the down key, it's getting smaller or shorter by 1 pixel. The left key makes the width smaller by 1 pixel, and the right key increases it. And if I hold the shift key and do the same thing, you see it grows much faster and shrinks much faster. Okay, so that demonstrated this. And now let's demonstrate shift key and dragging the corner points. Okay, I'll select this guy, and now I'm going to hold. If I don't hold the shift key, you see it's not, a perfect square. But now I'm going to hold the shift key and I move the mouse. You see it's a perfect square. Or from this side, it's a perfect square. From this side, perfect square. From this side, perfect square. Okay, and same thing with the circle. So if we make it a circle, if you don't hold the shift key, it doesn't maintain its proportion. But if you do hold the shift key, then you get a nice circle. Okay, now let's turn off the zoom view, and now let's do shift key plus drag corner point of a line. Okay, so let's draw a line. This is a line, and I'm moving it around, but I want it maybe straight, so now what I'm going to have to do is hold the shift key. So you see this is now giving me a rotation by steps of 45 degrees. So this is straight left, straight right, straight up, straight down, and then I could do these various angles. Control V while typing. Okay, let's go ahead and type something. Typing, and I don't have anything on my clipboard right now. Oh, here, let's copy this. Okay. Now I want to double click to enter the text mode because I accidentally unselected it. So right now typing won't do anything. I have to double click, and now Control V. Huh? Well, that's because I didn't copy anything, and you can't copy from these fields. shit. Okay, let's quickly copy something here. And then let's get back into the screenshot mode. And let's pick up at Control V while typing. And let's type something. Typing, and then Control V. So you see that pasted this right here, which is cool. Okay, let's get rid of that. And now double click to enter typing mode. So if you type something and then you exit that mode, right, you're no longer in, you can't edit that. And clicking it once just makes it draggable. So if you want to edit it, you double click it, and now you could use the arrow keys on your keyboard to navigate around. And now let's check out double click element updates the palette with the properties. Okay, so let's show that with this oval here. We have our palette here, and we see the line thickness is 31. So let's make that 70. And now let's draw another circle here. And we'll make this 30. Or let's make it 4. Now if I double click this, see when I move this one, I click this one, it's not updating here with this, but this line thickness, but that's expected. So let's go ahead and change the color on this guy too. Let's make it green, and then let's give him a red fill. Solid. Okay? So this guy is blue with the red border, this guy's green border with the red fill. Now, if I want to take these properties, I'm going to double click this, and you see that updates the color here to the colors of this. If I want these properties, and notice the line width change also to the 4. So now I'm here, and I'm going to double click this guy, so you see it updated to that. So now the next point is click tool or hotkey again to apply the properties from the palette. So using the shape tool, I have this guy selected. Well, actually, let's make this green border and red fill, let's make it narrow. Let's make it match this guy. So I'm going to double click this guy, it updates the color here, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to click the shape tool again. Or I could hit the hotkey for the, I'm going to hit the hotkey for the tool, which is S. So hitting S makes it match it. The color was matched, and the color was matched, and the line thickness was matched, and even the opacity was matched. So that's what that point means. And now let's check out the next point, which is deselecting an element. So I have now selected that, and pressing Control D deselects it. Let's, select this guy, I'm typing, and then press Control D, it deselects that. Now, let's cover this next point here, which is pressing Escape while the eyedropper is active. I will come here, I'm going to focus this guy, and I want to pick the eyedropper tool. So now you see as I move my mouse around, it's picking up colors. We got a yellow here, a little blackish gold here, and if I want to cancel that, I'm going to hit the Escape key. And the way I do that is like this, and you see that cancels the eyedropping. And the last point here is Alt key during drawing a selection or the window on tool. So this is the selection tool here, and if you draw something, it clears up the last selection. But let's hold the Alt key. Now we can make multiple selections. If you use the window on tool, you could, if you click this, well, I only have one window here, so let's go ahead and actually introduce some small windows here. Let's put Notepad here. Put MS Paint. MS Paint right here. Okay, and then let me click my NativeShot tool. So now I am covering this point right here, and I'm going to use the window wand. Clicking Okay, I got a little bug there, which I'll have to fix. So bear with me on that. Version 1.8 has a bug on Windows with the window ones. However, at least you could see how this is working here. If you hold the Alt key, you can get multiple shapes, multiple cutouts, you could call it. Interesting. Okay, well, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you.